not just by blood. And a true friend is that person who is true to himself or herself and also truth about you. We love all our true friends. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode of the show Deen and Dunya. My name is Rahma and I'm going to be your host. I have with me in the studio two beautiful sisters.
Haleemah and Nana.
And
That's Faith Muhammad.
so this is a show where we talk about important issues and then we try our best to find solutions, inshallah. So today we have for you another interesting topic, which is friendships. So generally speaking, human beings are sociable animals or sociable beings. So we love to interact with each other. We need care, we need support, we need someone to be there for us. Sometimes we might not need this support from family. We might need it from someone who is called a friend. Some people might try to open up to a friend very well because maybe they do not have the chance to open up to a family member, maybe a parent or even a sibling. So the Prophet now said, it is better to be in a good company than to be alone. And also, it is better to be alone than to be in a bad company. Another important thing or another beautiful thing about friendship is how Allah described it in different places in the Holy Quran. You know, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam has gone through several trials, but then he has passed those trials successfully. And then Allah mentioned in the Quran that he is his friend. He said, وَاتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ إِبْرَاهِيمَ خَلِيلًا. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam is considered to be a friend of Allah, a companion of Allah. And also, there is where Allah mentioned that in the Quran where friendship is very important because he said he is going to be the friend of his slaves. Do you know who these people are? He said, أَلَا إِنَّ أَوْلِيَاءَ اللَّهِ لَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. The friends of Allah, they're not going to be sad and they're not going to fear anything. But then he mentioned some qualities of people who can be his friends. He said, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ. They are the believers, those who believe in Allah, His messengers, His scriptures, and everything that Allah said, okay, do this, and then they run to do these things. And also he said, لَهُمُ الْبُشْرَى فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ. He has glad tidings and a surprise for them in this world and in the hereafter. So what is more beautiful than being a friend of Allah? Sister Haleemah, would you like to be a friend of Allah?
Yeah, of course. And that should be like the roots of friendship.
Yeah.
Try to be friends with your Lord. Like try to, of course, be someone who communes with your Lord, always finds solace in Him and all of that. So friendship for me is more than just a person. It should be a concept. It is a concept actually. For example, we're finding friends in Allah. Allah is our Lord. But more than our Lord, we can find a friend in Him.
And closeness to Him.
Yes. So your mother can be your mother. But it's possible that your mother is not your friend.
True.
So finding friendship in places like that is important. So I think friendship should not be just about, okay, I have a friend, she's my friend from school. It's a concept that you find, it's actually rare that you find in people. It could be your mother, it could be your father, it could be your boss at work, it could be your colleague, it could be your slave. Allah says some slaves can be his friend. It could be your slave, you can find it in places that you don't even expect. Somebody who cares genuinely about you, who you can relate with, who you can talk to. For me, friendship is a concept and you can actually find it in very places.
It's really wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Just like family, friendship is one of the greatest relationships we need to honor and keep and safeguard. There's there's this thing by Robert Salinger. It's a research from Harvard University where it was carried out for 75 years. And this research was carried out on people from when they were kids, from when they were babies till some of them grew old, some of them died, some of them normal things that happen to people. But then at the end of the day, this research was studying the happiness of people, how they survived through life. And at the end of the day, it was realized that those people that were content, that were happy, that were satisfied with life at an older age were people who kept friends along the way.
Right. So, I think for me, there are different categories of friendship. Okay, number one now is the normal one that we know. Friendship between same genders, between females and between males. There are friends that, in fact, you would even think that they're sisters or their siblings. Maybe since when they were young, their parents may provide same kind of clothes, shoes, whatever, and they're so close, they're supportive, they're there for you in terms of joy, hardship, sorrow, whatever. And let me give you an example. Just look at the friendship between the Prophet ﷺ and Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. When he was asked about the people that he loves the most in this world, when he said Aisha, and then he said the next one is her father. So just look at their relationship. He's just his friend, but look at the closeness. He was the one who was with him when he was in times of fear, when he was in war. He was saying, "Idhuma, la tahzan inna Allah ma'ana." Do not be sad. Allah is with us. When the Prophet ﷺ came out with his companions during the early times of Islam, and he wanted to pray in front of the Kaaba, all this Quraysh, these people now came and they said, "Are you coming to pray in front of us? And you're going to show your religion to us?" And then so one of the Quraysh now, Utbah, he started beating up Abu Bakr Siddiq because he was defending the Prophet. He disfigured his face, and he was unconscious. Later on, when Abu Bakr now woke up, the first thing he said was, "Ma fa'ala Rasulullah." How is the Prophet ﷺ? So his family members who were not Muslims were saying, "We're here caring about you, worried about your health, and the first thing you're going to ask is about Muhammad." So then he said, "Leave him aside if you don't want me to talk about him." So he sent his mother to go and meet she's called Jamil bint al-Khattab. She called her and they came along. Now he was asking her about the Prophet, and she said he's safe and sound, he's in their meeting place. So this type of friendship is very rare, and I don't know if we can get something similar to that in this generation, in our time, especially between women. Because, women are, terrible in that aspect most times, honestly.
But women and friendship, I think it comes mostly from how comfortable we are with that person. And I think when it comes to friendship, if a woman is honest with herself and she gets a friend who is honest with her, it's easier to have a balance. But if a woman is dishonest with herself and she has a friend who is honest, there will hardly be any friendship.
Balance.
Yes. And the thing is, some women actually don't tell themselves the truth. You don't tell it. When it comes to friendship, you need someone, you are in a position, in a condition, or in a situation, whatever context that is, you need a friend that will help you, guide you. Sometimes it's not by your power, but with an honest friend and a dishonest self, there will hardly be any good friendship from it.
For me, it's you getting what you're looking for. Right? If you want a genuine friend, you definitely find one. I mean, when you see a psychopath, you should know. When you see somebody who is just going to be singing your praises, "Oh, okay, this bad is good. Oh, yes, the bad is good. Oh, that guy is bad. Oh, yes, the guy is bad." And unfortunately, that's what majority of people want. They want somebody who is just going to affirm everything they affirm. Every person who is just going to disagree with everything they disagree with. Well, what you want, like I said, what you want is what you get. If you actually want somebody who's going to tell you the truth, by the time your friend is always agreeing on everything you say, you have to check yourself. What's happening? Like, why are you not giving me any other reason? Why are you just agreeing? Then you should know you should know to check that particular friendship. But if you really want somebody who's going to tell you the truth, help you when you need solutions, you will know. And
But do women keep honest friends?
Depends on who you are actually.
You
You
know,
get
it's personality.
what you get your projections, what you get actually. You attract what you are. So if you are an honest person, you should find an honest friend. But if you are a dishonest person, if you are not even self-aware, you're not so confident in yourself, you just want somebody to be telling you, oh yeah, that's how you should be. Oh, you look good. Oh, when you actually don't, when you need somebody to tell you the truth. But if you are a dishonest person and that is who you are, you will find somebody like you who's just going to be telling you the kind of things that you want to hear.
I just feel life is not balanced.
Yes, life is not balanced, and yes, you will find people like that along the way. I mean, friendship is a lot of work, just as relationship, marriages, everything is a lot of work.
Mhm.
So yes, life is not balanced, but I guess you find this friendship, it's not working out for you. It doesn't mean that's the end of it. You can try again, like just keep trying. And there's this thing I read recently. If you want friendship, you have to be a friend. If you want love, you have to give love. So it depends on how much energy you are also putting out. You want a friend, okay, you found this person, he's not good enough, he's not being a good friend. You keep going, you keep trying. I mean, you meet different people every day. So yeah,
I feel as a women should learn to cut people off their lives.
definitely.
Like it's not there's this friend I have,
Mm.
like she's been my friend for like how many years now? Since 2004. She's been my friend. So like she stays in Lagos right now. But we can spend 3 years. I think the maximum we've spent was 4 years apart. We never see.
Mm.
But I tell you, every single step of the way. Like when we don't really talk that much, but when we talk, there's this connection. And when I see her, it's like I saw her yesterday.
Okay.
Because it doesn't feel that way. You want, like, in every aspect of my life, personal, religious, career growth, she's just there.
Okay. I understand. Yeah, there are friends like that. So another category is friendship between the opposite gender. But honestly, there is nothing like that. If you're going to follow what Islam says, that's just the truth. What? I know. But then, honestly, we just take it to be normal now.
Okay, I'd like to have.
What I'm saying is, yeah, this is a male, and you call him your friend. She's female, you call her your friend.
Yeah.
It could be normal, but then some people take it too far. They do not create boundaries, or they do more than they're supposed to do, all in the name of friendship. I don't know. Well, everyone's perception is different. For me, we were taught how clear these things are. Since when I was in primary school, secondary school, we knew that, okay, there is a boundary, and our classes were separate. Our sections our sections were separate. Classes were separate. Sure.
And Islamic schools there.
Yes. So what they're trying to show you is that, okay, these are your brothers in Islam. You can have normal interruptions. It's normal. But then know that there is nothing more than that. You cannot transgress whatever Islam has put. And sometimes nowadays, well, there is what is called, the issue of bestie. A woman would say a guy is her bestie, he will say the same. And now also, it goes into maybe their relationships or even marriage. She is married, but someone is her bestie, where she can share everything with him while her husband is there. And apparently, this is her non-mahram. Okay. I know what I'm saying. Yeah, there's no clear boundaries. This is just the truth.
Okay, how about a friendship a friendship between opposite genders, but there are sets, there are defined boundaries.
That's what I'm saying.
But you can still be friends. You need friends in your career life, you need friends in your mental health.
In lifestyle generally, you need friendship.
It's not. Every friendship doesn't have to go the
conventional way.
Yeah, the way that we are saying it. You're having a male bestie, perhaps you start saying the person as I just feel like there's some friendships that are just, okay, I need help with this. Okay, I'm having some battle with saving. Can you help me out? Okay, I know some people, this fintech company, they help with savings. The person puts you through. The person is your friend. Doesn't have to go the way we are saying it. I mean, for me, friendship can be found everywhere. We don't always have to define it as okay, you're my best friend, for a long time. I think we should just enjoy friendships everywhere. If you start working in a place and you find a friendship between you and somebody, don't overthink it, just enjoy it. If you're going to care for each other, care for each other. If you're not going to see tomorrow again, you go separate ways. Yes, just enjoy that friendship.
Just the process.
Enjoy it. You don't have to say, okay, this is the only friend I have. This is my best friend. Not your friend has other friends. She's meeting other people every day. They're talking. They're very close. For me, it's good to have best friends who always come out to show up for you. But I feel like wherever you find friendship, just enjoy it. Don't overthink it. Friendship can be found anywhere.
Now that's the normal one. I was saying some people take it too far.
Okay, well, some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people was like not having a male friend is like already it just seems like putting yourself in just one lane, like you're just with the women.
Understand what's happening.
And you having a male friend, like, I feel a man in your life helps you understand the man in your life. Like
okay.
I like that quote. There's this understanding it gives you. Like I feel men are protective. As a woman, you need those male guardians. Let's just keep them like that. But not really, like you said, the bestie. And that's why I always keep emphasizing that as women, don't put this thing in your mind that, oh, I don't make friends with women. I only make friends with guys. You need sisterhood to survive.
Yeah, definitely.
You need a mix,
You need a mix of both worlds.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to an Arabic, Islamic school too.
Me too.
But in my case, it was this role. No, not convention. There was no free mixing. It was this role is for the ladies, this role is for the men. But then we still have friends among each other. People just talk normally. We don't have to go extreme. Of course, some people will always take things extreme. But it doesn't always have to be like that.
Dear viewers, it's still the show Deen and Dunya, and the topic is friendships. We'll now take a break and we'll be back, inshallah. Stay tuned. Dear viewers, it's still the show Deen and Dunya, and the topic is friendships. So now we're going to talk about bad friends. Well, you can have the good friends, but then I'll tell you that you might have a lot of bad friends, and sometimes you might not even know. You know, there are some people where their friends introduce them to drugs, drinking, even men. Not for marriage, in a bad way. And there is this verse in the Quran where Allah says, وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ يَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي اتَّخَذْتُ مَعَ الرَّسُولِ سَبِيلًا. On the day of judgment, the person who has transgressed against himself is going to bite his finger and say, oh, I should have taken the path of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He would say, Ya waylata, laytani lam attakhidh fulanan khalila. That's the reason. He'd say, you know, if I have known, I shouldn't have taken so and so to be my friend. Because sometimes these people might be so manipulative that you might not even understand that they're misguiding you. Sometimes someone might not just tell you to just go to party or take drugs or something like that. The main thing about, you know, the regret is that they are taking you away from the remembrance of Allah or anything good or anything that Islam says. Someone might just take you as a friend and then you just go out, you won't pray, they won't encourage you to pray. If there is an Islamic gathering, they won't let you go and they won't come with you. So what sort of friendship is that?
Actually, there's power in friendship. There's a lot of influencing. It's either one person is influencing or the other person is. There is definitely going to be somebody rubbing off on the other person. That is why you should sieve your friends. See the kind of people that you actually want to be friends with. If you know this person does not have the characters that I agree with, okay, set your boundaries. You don't have to be close friends because before you know it, while being close friends, you're starting to imbibe some of the characters that they have, but they may not even imbibe your own. I mean, if they are stronger, if they have a stronger influence on you, then you start to go their way, which might harm you in the long run. So yes, there are bad friends. There are people that will rub off negatively. And you should really watch out for that. Make sure you see the people that you allow in your space. See the people that you call your friends, that you go out with. And that's one thing with this male bestie kind of thing. We all know that men are malicious. Before you know it, oh, we're just friends now. Why don't you come to the party? It's nothing, doesn't do anything for you. Okay,
I know
come
that's
to
the
your
beginning
house.
of friends with benefits.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to the party. Doesn't mean come on, loosen up. They start to give you, enter your head small. Before you know it, you're just lost. So they will tell you, I can come to your house, I'm just your friend. A male, I can come to your house, I'm just a friend. And before you know it, you start destroying the boundaries that you thought you had set for yourself. So basically, let those boundaries be there and then be firm with your boundaries. And yes, see the people that you won't allow in that space of friendship first.
Yeah.
And just like people, the first part of your life as a child is built by the family and the environment. From your adolescent age till adulthood, till death,
Yes.
your life is guarded. It's being controlled by people around you, and mostly it's your friend. Right now, as we are in our age group, the people who influence us more is not even our family.
Yeah.
It's from the external people we keep, the friends. Because most of the things you end up engaging in comes from the support, the encouragement, the relationship that you keep. So like, whether it's anything you end up entering or being part of, the people in your circle are actually influencing you one way or the other.
Yes.
Like today, you end up getting married, and you feel like, okay, I want to make this marriage this way, but your friends are still going to influence that your existence. The friends you keep at that moment.
Good or bad.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think I mentioned earlier about marriage. There was this woman that was complaining that her husband normally makes video calls or FaceTimes with some people who call his female friends inside the house when she is around.
Wow. Disrespect of the iron.
Very disrespectful.
And people might say it's just normal.
Normal,
Friends
okay.
and all that.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying clear boundaries.
Yeah, clear boundaries. I mean, why are you disrupting somebody's husband's family time? Why?
Why would you even be having FaceTime with a married man?
So maybe, perhaps if it was for an important
Important, you may call, you text. If somebody is
it was
really
something to sort out. It could be a physical thing you needed to sort out.
No,
Like that
there's
FaceTime, there's somebody I call my
It's
school
not
friend.
about an important thing. You just start regularly.
Oh, just for fun.
Yes.
Oh, no, that's
And if she talks now, they'll say it's a normal thing and she's just
video call on its own self, it's already privacy. Even if me and you were friends, I should be able to ask you, what's up? Are you doing something? Can we, except in the friendship, like with females, it's really deep. They just call me anytime on FaceTime.
Yeah.
But talk more of someone that is married, that's a different kind of relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, viewers, it's still the show with Deen and Dunya, and the topic is friendships. So, Sister Haleemah, tell us your last advice.
Well, friendship is powerful. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of influencing going on in friendship. Know the kind of people that you mix with, see the kind of friendship, the friends that you allow into your space. Make sure you're an honest person yourself if you need an honest friendship. Make sure you're self-aware, you're just not looking for friends, because sometimes when you feel like you're not enough, you start to get bad influences. Yeah, just anyone. But if you know yourself, you know what you need, you know the things that you want in a friend, you'll be able to, analyze and maybe mold the kind of friendship, the friends that you get. But if you just don't know, you don't know yourself, and you're just looking for somebody to complete you. If a drug person comes, why not? Come and be my friend. Someone who's into prostitution comes, why not be my friend? Then you start to, they start to rub off on you negatively. So basically, knowing yourself, know the kind of people that you want in your life, know the kind of people that you allow into your life.
Okay, friendship is powerful, like Sister Haleemah said, and it's it's a vital part of our existence. If we want to survive in this world, we need friends.
Yes.
But then,
Genuine
just
friends.
as it's vital, your organs are vital. But then the way you use it, the manner you use it, makes it vital later on. It's just like your lungs. If you use it right, it becomes vital. If you use it wrong, you have to even throw it away to look for another one.
Yeah.
So friends are powerful. Make sure you keep the right ones, like keep the right friends, because they're going to help you in the long way. And there's this quote I kept in my head a long time ago. It says, "Old friends or friends are like old books. They will last you a lifetime."
Alright, so did you hear that? Keep good friends. Actually, even in Islam, there are regulations that you're supposed to follow in choosing your friends. There's some qualities you're supposed to look out for. And whatever you're doing, whatever interactions or friendships you want to do with people, do that for the sake of Allah. Because if you want to be under the shade of Allah amongst those 7 people that Allah is going to put under His shade, there are those people who love each other on the basis of friendship because of Allah, for the sake of Allah. So also Allah mentions in the Quran, "Al-akhillau yawma idhin ba'duhum aduwwun li ba'din illa al-muttaqin." On the day of judgment, people are going to be enemies to each other, except those who are righteous. If you have any friendship, family ties on the basis of for the sake of Allah, then you're going to be fine. May Allah help us in choosing good friends and also keep